Don't start an Airbnb business unless you watch this first. You guys have been lied to for many, many years about how this business works, what it is, and I'm sick of it. Maybe you're working a 9 to 5 right now and you want more time freedom with your kids. Maybe you want an additional stream. Whatever your reason is, this video is going to be for you because I'm going to give you a few things that I believe over the last 6.5 years to become the #1 Airbnb educator in the United States is going to help you tremendously. Stay all the way to the end of this video because each and every tip that I give you is going to save you time, energy, and money so that you can be successful in this business. But listen, I don't make claims. You have to operate with the right expectations. So the very first thing is operating with the right mindset because 80% of our success comes right between our ears. 80%. And if you don't believe it, guess what? Have a poor mindset. Don't believe you can do something and you'll never achieve anything. If you believe it and dream it, you can achieve it. So the first thing you have to understand is that an Airbnb business is a business. Okay? Anybody who tells you that you're going to be sitting on the beach in Cabo drinking a margarita in a month and you're going to be a millionaire is full of shit. Okay? You have to operate and understand that most people fail in this business is because number one, they're operating with, I'm going to be a millionaire in 2 months. The second reason is they don't understand property and market research. The wrong area, wrong property, don't understand the markets, don't understand what the property needs to look like. And now you're coming out of pocket paying the landlord every month. You're paying the landlord every month out of your pocket because you're not bringing enough guest revenue. #1 reason, okay? Number 2 is even if you found the right property, you're like, Mike, I know the area. I've lived in Houston, Texas my whole life. I see people that are crushing it right up the street in Airbnb. My friends are doing it. And now I've checked AirDNA. The problem is now you got to contact the landlord. And you got to say, Mr. Landlord, I love your property. I want to put it on Airbnb. I got pets. I got my wife and my boo, and we're gonna be ready to rock and roll. Put the property on Airbnb. We're gonna take care of your property. And he's like, hey, who are you? What have you done? What is your credibility? How many references can you give me? How many Airbnbs do you have? What's your business credit score look like? What does your personal credit score like? Okay, these are the reason why most people fail. How I became the #1 Airbnb educator was because I solved the 2 biggest reasons why people fail. You're going to want to listen to this. Okay. Number 2 is called the property and market research. I'm going to go into detail of how to do this. Okay. You can get onto airdna.co. Don't get the free service. My students get my $2,000 software. I paid for the software upfront for the year so that you guys don't have to. Okay. But if you get onto AirDNA, you want to make sure the market has all 4 of these things I'm about to share with you right here. And that is this. You want to make sure that the market has more than 250 people that are Airbnb-ing in that city. Less than 10,000. If there's more than 10,000, you've got saturation. If there's less than 250, you have not enough data. So your sweet spot is between that 250 and the 10,000. It's going to tell you how many people are Airbnb-ing right there in that city. That's your sweet spot. Number 2, you want to make sure that the occupancy rate for that city is above 60%. Number 3, make sure the average daily rate, called the ADR, how much are we charging per night? You're going to see it right there for the city, more than $150. And number 4, make sure the market grade is above 70. It goes from 0 to 100. Make sure the market grade is 70 or higher. What I just gave you right there took years of time to figure out. Number 3, and that is this. You can actually also check the market by going to airbnb.com. Here's the secret. What you want to do is actually go to airbnb.com as a traveler. Let's say you're looking at a market. Let's say you wanted to start your first Airbnb or next in Savannah, Georgia. Just go to Airbnb and search Savannah, Georgia. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to try to book it for, say, 3, 4, 5 days in April. And I'm giving you an example, right? If you're trying to book it for 3 or 4 or 5 days and it's completely booked and you're not able to book it, what does that tell you about the market? The occupancy rate there is very strong. If you're checking a market and every property you pick and you try for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days to try to book it and it's wide open, I would never go to that market. That means that people are not getting booked. You can see people's calendar right there to see if it's booked out, #1. And number 2, you can see how much you're charging per night. So you know how much your ADR, average daily rate, should be as well. This is another hack. What I just told you right there is worth its weight in gold. Okay? Number 4, and that is this. When you're picking a property, go to Zillow.com. Guys, don't try to find a property on the side of the street for rent by owner. Don't try to ask your parents or your family members to find a property. And do you have a property that you have a long-term tenant right now? I can convert into Airbnb. That usually doesn't work. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get on Zillow. And when you're on Zillow and you type in a city, okay, one of the things you wanna do, and this is very important, when you type in a city, you're gonna see a button that says more. This is the gold right here, guys. I'm giving you the gold in this video. What you want to do when you're on Zillow and say you've typed in Savannah, Georgia, it's going to pull up all the rental properties. But here's the kicker for Airbnb. When you click on the button more and you scroll down, you're going to see where it says how long on Zillow. Basically, what we're looking for is properties that have been listed for more than 4 months. Why? Because the landlord's been paying mortgage, been paying utilities, paying taxes, right? They are bleeding. The longer the property's been sitting on Zillow and a homeowner's not been able to rent it, the more likely they are to let us Airbnb it and also give us free rent concessions. So that is a massive secret right there I just gave you. And also try to find a property around one of these 4: hills, hospitals, hotels, or H2O. And H2O means a property with a pool or hot tub or any lake or ocean view. You will always do better by just following this video. If you have to go back to this video 100 times, I would watch this. Everything in this video I'm telling you right now will help you dominate in Airbnb. Take this video, watch it over and over again. And if you just watch this video, you should be successful in Airbnb. Number 5, and that is this. So what do we do? Okay, here's what you're gonna do. When you're on Zillow, let's say you're in Savannah, Georgia, right? You got all your rental properties, you found a property that's been listed 4 months. Now this property owner is desperate to rent, right? Because it's been sitting for several months. So what you're gonna do is click on the property. When you click on the property, you're gonna see a button that says ask a question. It's like you're asking a question to the owner. But here's what you're gonna do. Instead of you asking a question, when you click that button, you're gonna take my script, which you're gonna see in the description box below, okay? And you're gonna copy it and you're gonna put it right there in that ask a question box. What I'm just telling you right now is gold, guys. Okay, if you watch this over and over again, do that for 10 properties, you're gonna have about a 15% on average return of owners that come back and say, hey, let's talk, I'm interested. People are gonna be eating out of your hand to work with you because the script warms them up. We're not just randomly calling people out of the blue and saying, hey, let me Airbnb your property. It talks about what we do. It loosens them up, okay? They're already in pain, so now they get the script and now they're like, oh, that's me, I'm interested. Now what do we do? And that brings me to number 6. What do you do when the landlord comes back? You found the property, you sent the script, they came back, said they're interested. What do you do? What most people do is this. Hey, Mr. Land, love your property. I want to put the thing on Airbnb. I'm rent a property. I got kids, pets. We smoke time to time. We're going to be on the back porch. Don't worry. We won't bug any of the neighbors, but we're good people, man. We're ready to put the deposit down right now, pay the first month of rent. We're going to Airbnb your property, man. I don't have a lot of parties, man. Listen. And everything you said after the word Airbnb was Charlie Brown. They're tuned out. They don't care. The word Airbnb scares people because of the news, because of Fox News, because of NBC. They think that their property is going to get trashed and partied. Think about this. This is what I teach my students. Look at the same platform, both off of Airbnb. One, bachelorette party, bunch of girls, dudes, partying, drugs, loud, neighbors complaining, right? Came off of Airbnb. What I do is I have professional travel nurses, doctors, chiropractors, business professionals, and patients, okay? So, same platform, 2 different clientele. I got the 65-year-old lady who needs to be close to her husband while he's going through hip surgery. She needs somewhere to stay for the next 3 to 5 weeks. You think she's partying? You think she's drinking and doing drugs? You think she's got a bunch of kids running around? You think she's gonna tear up the place? No, different clientele, but same platform. So when I talk to landlords, I know how to talk to them to show them this side, not this side. And that's the kicker. And that is how, when you build a relationship with a landlord over the phone and you say the right things, they're gonna be eating out of your hand and you're gonna get a lot of deals. That's how you get deals. And this is what I do for my students, okay? If you guys truly want help, no BS, you're like, I want my first Airbnb, no questions asked, because you've already subscribed, because I've been giving you the gold this whole time. If you truly are like, look, thank you, Mike, for this video. I've done everything, I'm doing everything. Okay, I'm starting, but I want to get there much quicker, right? It's like going to Disney and like they have that fast pass lane, right? I don't want to wait in a line for 3 to 4 hours, okay? I don't have time to figure it out, try to figure it out and try to, research and listen, I need to get results. If you guys want results and you want to get a property in less than 30 days, here's what I'm gonna tell you. Put the word Airbnb in comments and I personally will reach directly out to you and you and I can talk and we can see if it's a good fit. If it's a good fit, I'll tell you, I'm looking for a certain amount of people. Don't really care about money. We'll figure that part out. What I care about is good people. Okay. So if you're a good person, you're coming in, you want to learn, you want to understand this business, and you want to get there much, much quicker than you trying to figure this out on your own, put the word Airbnb in comments. I'll reach out to you directly. My name is Investor Mike, and I'm the #1 Airbnb coach in America right now. If you guys want help, you know what to do. Put the word Airbnb in comments, and I'll reach out to you. Let's roll. Bye.